Hi, my name is Justin Umtham and welcome to North American TV. Moving is an exciting process, but also a very time-consuming one. So time-consuming that you may think you don't have time to set up a moving budget. Choosing to skip this step, however, can be very costly to you and your household. It's important to remember that moving can be an expensive process and involves unexpected, out-of-pocket expenses. Sure, some of the expenses are obvious, such as hiring a moving company, packing and unpacking, renting a moving truck, and buying moving supplies. But what about those miscellaneous costs? Oftentimes, these are the costs that ultimately overwhelm your budget. To ensure your move stays on track and you're not caught off guard when presented with the bill, it's crucial to set up a moving budget. So how do you go about setting one up? And what should it include? In this video, we'll answer those questions in 4 simple steps. The first step towards solidifying a moving budget is to create a moving budget template. This template will allow you to keep track of the items you calculate and acts as an easy outline for each of your expenses. Creating a template is as simple as using Microsoft Excel or Word and plugging in your expenses directly into that document. Excel also has the added benefit of allowing you to enter formulas to calculate your costs as well. So after you've created a template that'll house each of your expense items, now it's time to move on to step number 2, deciding whether you'll move yourself or hire a moving company. If you decide to hire the movers, be sure to call several companies in advance and receive in-home estimates for each. This will give you an understanding of the cost you're looking at, as well as allow you to compare the services of each company. In addition to the estimates, you will also need to find out the cost of extra services such as moving a piano, additional valuation coverages, especially for items of great value, packing and unpacking charges, and extra charges due to flights of stairs, long carries, or shuttle services. If you decide to brave the move on your own and not hire a moving company, there are different costs to consider. The first cost to look at is how much the rental truck will be. It's important to call several truck rental agencies and compare their quotes to be sure you're getting the best deal for your move. In addition to truck rental, you may also need to remember to calculate extra rental equipment you may need, such as a dolly, rope, moving pads, etc., as well as gas and mileage when driving the rental truck and insurance. Each of these factors should be placed in your moving budget to keep you on track. Once deciding on do-it-yourself move or a professional company move and then figuring out the cost for the one specific to you, step number 3 involves looking at the packing and storage fees that you may run into. These fees include boxes, tape, markers to label each one of the boxes, bubble wrap, mattress covers, and padding. All of these supplies add extra cost and should be carefully budgeted into your moving document. Moving supplies aren't the only extra fees to consider when moving, however. Step number 4 outlines the importance of calculating how much it'll actually cost you to travel to your new home. Consider transportation costs if you are moving a car in addition to a moving van, child and pet care costs if needed before and after your move, and lodging costs if needed during a long distance move. Each of these costs will add up quickly and should definitely be considered in your moving budget. Now that we've ran through all 4 steps, it's time to add up each expense listed in the template and determine your total cost. Before you do so, however, it's wise to add another 5% to the subtotal to be safe and address costs that you may have missed earlier in the process. Once you've done that, you will have a grand total and a helpful guide to help budget your move. So before you schedule your big day and start packing, make a budget like this for yourself. It will not only allow you to move and stay on track, but it will also help reduce stress when it comes time to look at your moving bills. Thanks for watching. With North American TV, I'm Justin Umtham, wishing you a safe and easy move.